Hey guys, I have a few private messages coming in about Kent Crago, so I just wanted to make a video, real short video. I don't even know if I'll end up posting this, but it's just tough to really put it into words. It takes a while, so please don't share this and keep it amongst us friends here. But Kent started his downward spiral probably the same year that I got saved. I remember he actually came over at about 2 a.m, and maybe even 3 or 4 a.m. He was kind of making a habit of staying up real late and drinking a lot of hard liquor and taking taxi cabs around. He really had a lot of extra money to spend and didn't really know what to do with it. So, I think Ken always wanted to be settled down and have a woman in his life, but unfortunately that could never really, it just never happened for him. So he seemed to always be on that continual search for something, but he numbed all of those pains with alcohol and probably some other kind of drugs. Kent was never really the type of person that was into downers. He was more into uppers. So we can really just speculate what he was mixing together. But he was taking drug tests and stuff too, I'm sure. So he was a really smart guy. Kent was always super sharp intellectually. So when I told somebody that he went a little crazy, I don't mean that he was losing his mind at all, because Kent was a very smart person, exceptionally smart. He was very impressive in that area. He was a very witty guy, and he always was. But Kent, he had a good job, so he had drug tests and stuff. But the last I heard, he was kind of getting involved in some hard drugs that you just wouldn't really think that somebody'd get involved in. It's stuff that would kind of fly under the radar of a drug test. So I didn't see Kent for a long time. He stayed off the grid, and he intentionally avoided people. He was taking vacations and stuff on his own and kind of living a life by himself. And he was found in a hotel room on Byers Road, and he just had his foot on the pedal. He was living the fast lane for a long time, and I'm just out of respect for his family. I'm just not really going to say the kind of stuff that he was getting in a little bit of trouble for towards the end, but just stuff that's harmful to his body. So just hard alcohol, hard living, probably a broken heart. Kent had a broken heart. I really do believe that. I knew him in a pretty close way, and he seemed like he was just let down by a lot of people and just really never felt a lot of love. So I always wish that I would have gotten another opportunity to share my faith with him. I remember the last night I talked to him, it was like 2 or 3 a.m, and I was just trying to quit drinking. I was just starting to feel the Holy Spirit in my life, and he was intoxicated, and he was on one side of the car, I was on one side of the car, and we were in my driveway, and he was about to get back in a taxi. I was telling him, I said, I can't do this, So, and he was asking me, he was like, how did you quit, Levi? How did you, he was in disbelief. And I remember I wasn't even prepared to even tell him at the time, because I was scared, I guess. I was saved, and I didn't even really know I was saved yet. It was just kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. And he was drunk. It was late. Kent was very loud. My neighbors were probably hearing a lot of what was going on, so I was trying to keep him toned down. And I just figured if I brought up Jesus all of a sudden, when I was partying like a rock star with him for 15 years, that the whole neighborhood would have probably woke up from his laughter. But I will always have a regret never having been able to find him again. Even though I did search, he was very good at being elusive. He was definitely hidden away. So, but Kent died about a year ago, and the details never got out. But he was just living hard with a broken heart, lonely life, and he just couldn't find what he was looking for.